You can do a quick Florida inheritance from home. Here's how in 7 steps. Before we dive into the 7 steps, let's first determine whether you qualify for what's called a quick summary administration. To qualify, you're in if it's been 2 years or more since the decedent passed away. If it's been less than 2 years, that's okay. In that case, you'll consider the $75,000 amount. If you're inheriting $75,000 or less, you're in, you qualify. When I was first starting out, I was wondering if people who are inheriting houses would qualify. It turns out they do. Even though a house is worth more than $75,000, you can still inherit a house even if it's been less than 2 years since the decedent passed away, as long as that house was the decedent's home or primary residence. For more, listen in whenever this video mentions the word homestead. Now let's dive right in. Step number 1 is to obtain the decedent's death certificate. That's right, the blue document that you likely received from the funeral home. We have one for you right here. Here is an example of an original death certificate obtained from a funeral home. I would take this death certificate, fold it up, and stick it in an envelope. In the past, I mailed in a death certificate and it got lost once. So every time I send in a death certificate now, I make sure to include a cover letter. Now, the second step is to put together your petition for summary administration. Now, I've always been a big fan of drafting this document because it has all the nuts and bolts of your quick summary administration inheritance. It'll start off with your name as the petitioner and beneficiary. It'll also list the name of the decedent, the date the decedent passed away, as well as a statement that the decedent resided in the county where the inheritance is taking place. It will also state the location where the decedent passed away, whether it was at home, at a nursing facility. Next on your petition for summary administration is the names of each beneficiary. You'll list each beneficiary's name and address. Lastly, your petition for summary administration will include all the assets that you're going to inherit. What I would include is the bank name, the last 4 digits of the account number with a ... 1, 2, 3, 4, and the amount in the account. Now, step number 3 is to provide the paid funeral bill. There's a right way and a wrong way to do this in my experience. When I've gotten it wrong, it holds the whole case up. So if you want to learn about what I do to make sure I get this requirement right, check out our video all about satisfying the paid funeral bill requirement based on my experience. Now, step number 4 is to put together the Affidavit of Heirs. I love putting this document together because it shows the family's tree and it's all put down on a piece of paper. It lists all the connections between the decedent and each of the beneficiaries. When I put this document together, I make sure not to overlook any half-blood or step relationships. Now, step number 5 is to put together the petition to determine homestead. There's that keyword homestead. This document enables you to inherit the decedent's house in a quick summary administration. It'll list the decedent's name, the date the decedent passed away, a statement that the decedent resided in the county where the inheritance is taking place, as well as the address and legal description of the property, as well as each of the beneficiaries who are receiving that property. Step number 6 is to put together your proposed order of summary administration. It'll state the name of the decedent, the date they passed away, their age, a statement that they resided in the county where the inheritance is taking place, as well as the location where they passed away. It'll also list the name of each beneficiary and the assets that each beneficiary is going to receive. For more on how to draft this document, check out our deep dive all about drafting a proposed order of summary administration. Step number 7 is the proposed order determining homestead. This order is the order that lets you inherit the house through a quick summary administration. This document will include the name of the decedent, the date they passed away, a statement that they resided in the property that is being inherited, as well as the address and legal description. This document will also include the names of the beneficiaries who are inheriting the property. And that's it. That's a quick 101 on how you can do a quick Florida inheritance from home. For more free information, go to jovalentino.com today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.